Warm welcome to everyone present here. Today, I, Dr. Priya Rani, along with my co-PG, Dr. Ghazala and Dr. Manish, are going to present a video. In this video, we'll be talking about the bite force, the significance of measuring this bite force, and the device that we'll be using to measure this bite force. Now, before going on to the topic, let me explain you what is bite force. Bite force is the force that will be generated when there is an interaction between maxillary and mandibular teeth, bone and muscles. Now this bite force is one of the indicator by which we'll know that our masticatory system is in functional state. Now when we go on to measure this bite force, it will provide us various useful data and it will also help us to evaluate the jaw muscle activity and function, and it will also help us to assess the performance of the denture or the prosthesis that we have placed. And when we go on into implant, it will help us to determine the size of the implant that should be placed, the number of the implant that should be placed, and the occlusal design that will adequately resist the load. And it will also give us an idea to provide diagnosis and treatment if any kind of dysfunctionality or any abnormal behavior of the stomatognathic system. Now, how reliable this bite force is and what is the result is based on various factors, and also there are various devices that are used previously available in market. Now, about information about these things will be given by my co-PG Dr. Ghazala. Over to you, Dr. Ghazala.
Hello everyone. We know the importance of measuring the bite force. However, the reliability of the results depends on various factors such as presence of pain, TMJ disorders, age, gender, the craniofacial morphology, and most important, the devices and the technique used. The devices available in the market are strain gauge transducer, piezoresistive transducer, pressure transducer, piezoelectric transducer, and pressure sensitive film. We know that each devices have their own share of advantages and limitations. Considering the limited amount of study and the costly nature of the devices, we present to you an alternative, a device known as BITE.
Hello everyone. So this is prototype of the device. As you can see, this is a single tooth variant and multi teeth variant in the research. So this device has got head part. This is the body of the device. The head part consists of two plates of stainless steel plates having this biting portion, the two biting portion on each part of the stainless steel plate. This is circular biting portion. This head part is encasing a sensor here in between. So when the force is applied over here, the sensor will pick up the force and transfer to the body. This body is having all the firmware which will analyze, and here you can see this body is having this LCD screen. Here there is a button which will switch on the light. Here there is a switch on and off button. There is a charging unit here, so any standard USB charger will work. So when the patient will bite over here, the sensor will transfer the information to the firmware and it will analyze by using 12-bit ADC resolution and show the pressure and force here.
Now we will see the actual demonstration of this instrument. Here we have got a patient, Mr. Sanjay. We have to do some kind of rehabilitation for this patient. So we want to know the maximum voluntary bite force for this patient. So first what we will do, we will switch on the device. You can see the device has been switched on, and now we will ask connect the device. So in the laptop, we have to open the app, BiteForce device app, and connect the two devices, the laptop or the smartphone, and this BiteForce measuring instrument to the Wi-Fi. So the two devices will connect through Wi-Fi. Okay, as soon as the two devices will connect, we can see the reading in the device 0 Newton, as well as on the screen it can be seen that this is showing 0 Newton. Now this device is ready to measure the bite force. So now we will put the disposable silicone sleeves on the head part. Okay. So I want to know the maximum voluntary bite force for this patient, and I want to record the reading. We will take the recording at left first molar region. So I will put this device, the head part, the biting portion of the device on the first molar region, and we will ask the patient to close on the device. इस पे जितने जोर से आप बंद कर सकते हैं करो. So as the patient is biting, we can see the reading here. It is changing from 0 to 456 Newton. Simultaneously, the readings we can see on the laptop. खोलिए. When the patient stops biting, the reading again is 0 here, as well as the reading on the laptop is 0 again. So simultaneously we can see the reading here and on the laptop, and that reading can be saved for further use. Once again I will show you. बंद करो. So the reading is 459 Newton. Maximum that is recorded is 459 Newton for this patient on the right first molar region.
So we conducted a research study and to evaluate, compare and understand the maximum voluntary bite force in the experimental population. Now the inclusion criteria of this research was we included healthy individuals with healthy dental status, and we chose middle-aged group individuals between 20 years to 40 years, and sample size was we chose 500 individuals. And these individuals are not undergoing any kind of orthodontic treatment, and they do not complain of any pain or discomfort, and they have not undergone any root canal treatment or any restoration in the concerned teeth. Now, before measuring the bite force, we have informed the individuals about the procedure that we are going to carry out, and we have taken an informed consent from them. The bite force instrument is first inserted in anterior region between the upper and lower central incisor. The bite is recorded and a gap of 5 minutes is given. After that, it is recorded in right and left posterior region, that is in first molar region. All the data are collected, evaluated and tabulated and statistically analyzed. And with this, the result what we got was, we saw a high correlation between the age and the bite force. As the age increased, the bite force increased, and it was seen that bite force was more in male than in female, and bite force in posterior region was approximately 3 times higher than in the anterior region, and mean bite force that was recorded in the anterior region was 122 Newton, and in posterior region it was 320 Newton.
To conclude this video, we can say that bite force is an important diagnostic tool, and it is important in treatment planning. It is believed that the device bite is a promising force measuring instrument which is having merits such as economical, precision, durability. It's app based and it can be upgraded.